Hello and welcome to another video show. I'm in today's episode. We're going to teach you how to tame a dodo. I know most people probably know how to tame a dodo. I'm not stupid. However, I'm just wanting to do a tutorial series kind of in line with, that's a really cool effect, in line with the ARC series that me and Citron are doing. And so I thought that I could just make a single player world, make up this really awkward base, and then do that. This is more going to be just the intro to the series because, like I said, everyone knows how to tame a dodo. Unless you're like really new to the game, in which case this is basically just the easiest thing to tame, and it's just gonna kind of show you how to tame most things. But we're gonna show you how to tame most things in this series anyway. But so step one is find yourself a dodo. So I'm gonna go do that. Once you have found yourself a dodo or a few, you then want to knock it out. There are many ways to knock it out. You just have to apply torpor in some way. First of all, your hands can apply torpor. And it's knocked out. Once it's knocked out, it likes basic kibble, so you can just give it some of that. Or you can feed it berries as well. Berries can be grabbed by just pressing E on some bushes. And I don't know how there we go, we got one berry. That took longer than it should have. So if I take that out, put that back in, he eats the berry. If I then put in some kibble, he'll eat that too eventually. We'll leave him there for a second. Okay, or he'll just tame before I can even leave. Yeah. You stay right there. Okay. There was another dodo. Yep, there's one. Another thing that can apply torpor is a club. You can just whack him with the club. And then you can put some basic kibble in, or, in fact, the basic kibble is the smallest one, and they only need that, but you can go up and it'll have the same effect. You don't even have to worry about it. Where'd that other dodo go? That one's a baby, I'm pretty sure. Oh, he's all the way over there. No, I don't want to go near you. Because you're going to annoy me. Oh. And he tamed. Another thing that can apply torpor pretty soon on. I'm kind of trying to go in order of when you'd probably get these. Is it already after me? Oh no, he's attacking my dodo. I don't need the dodo, so that's fine. Is a slingshot. So you can lob a rocket aside. The slingshot does a lot more damage than it does torpor, so I don't know if we'll actually get him knocked out. Yeah, it kind of looked like it evened out. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, look, it literally hit it right as he died. Well, maybe don't use a slingshot on a dodo. But if you really need to, you can. Next thing would be trank arrows. I'm kind of out of dodos. One second. Alright, there was a dodo just down the way. So another thing is trank arrows from a crossbow. You usually get regular arrows, but you can craft narcotic and turn it into trank arrows. One good headshot will probably knock out most dodos, honestly. And you can just throw some exceptional or basic kibble in there, and he'll tame right up. Next thing you're going to unlock is going to be the rifle here. What? Did I really not craft any? I thought I did. Give me a second. Okay. Don't know where that came from. There we go. So there you go. You're going to unlock the Trank Darts. And the Dodo's tamed. Dodos are really fast tame. Oh, that's a baby. I swear I just saw an adult Dodo up here. Ignore the effects that I can do because I'm in a like late game clothes to make this easier. He's eating a fish. All right, I'm gonna find another Dodo. Give me a sec. Okay, we're back with the Dodo. Here's one. So, once again, you can just headshot, and it does too much damage for a really low level Dodo. That's funny. I think I saw another one over here. Oh, I definitely hear them. What? Where'd it go? As you can see, they are hard to find in large bushes, I guess. Oh, there's one. I almost wonder, so getting headshots does more damage, but also does no more torpor. So I almost wonder if hitting him in the body, yeah, there we go. Hitting him in the body is going to be better if you have that, because it did less damage. You can just toss in some basic or extraordinary kibble, and you will be good. You can literally toss in any kibble because they take the basic one, so you can just keep going up. So the next thing you're going to unlock would be this. This one is going to work drastically less because it is meant for the water, but you should be able to still do it. As long as I can find a Dodo. No, stop following me. I'll come back for you later. I'll decorate my house with you, but for right now, stay here. You're right next to him. Please stay. Is there gonna be a Dodo over here? No. Oh, there's one. Alright, I don't know how well this is gonna work. A level 4 is definitely not gonna tame. Honestly, I'm gonna try the body. Hey, that worked. Alright. Okay, well, very similarly, just throw in some basic kibble or extraordinary kibble. Next thing, if you have the Lost Colony DLC, you will get the fabricated crossbow. There we go. So then you can load in some trank arrows, like you already have. And then there's a bunch of different modes to shoot this, but frankly, it's going to just knock it out in one shot no matter what. Dodos are one of the easiest tames in the game. So, it's not going to matter. Now, you'll notice I have this on my bar. That is because if you know the game well enough, you will know that this does technically apply torpor. Let me find another Dodo. Alright, we had to go a bit farther away, as the Dodos around me were all tamed. But they spawn basically around any sort of beaches, somewhere they can get both water and berries. Because the people who made the game thought about that. Anyway, once again, if you might know that this does apply torpor. However, it does also do too much damage. So, you're not knocking it out. I obliterated that Dodo. Oh, there it is. It still doesn't look too good. Oof. Oh. Oh, this one's mad at me. But so, eventually you will unlock... Nope, over here. You will unlock these, the shotgun trank darts. Now, these do spoil, but they do a lot more torpor than they do damage. So I could even do a headshot on that one, as you saw. And you can still tame him. Now, the next thing you're gonna probably wonder is, alright, well, I just saw you tame all those Dodos. What are they even useful for? Let me show you. Alright, now the first use you might have for a Dodo is a good distraction. Because he might scare you, and so you can send your Dodo after him. And I wouldn't call it good, but you can send your Dodo after him, and you can make an easy getaway where the Spino won't notice you, hopefully. If you tame multiple, you can even make a better distraction, just slightly. Oh, okay. Where's he going? Get him. Get him. What is it? You guys, get over here. There we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. So then while they're distracting the Spino, you can easily run away. Ooh, don't hit them near me. This is not the helpful. And there you go. You've made your quick getaway by using your dodos as a distraction. Easy. Quick intermission. If you have the More Tech Dodos mod, Tech Dinos, my bad. Taming Dodos, it got to me. More Tech Dinos mod, you can find a Tech Dodo, which looks like this. And this guy will come back up in a little bit. So I need another one to have him be useful. But if you have the More Tech Dinos mod, then you can get more Tech Dinos, obviously. Anyway, back to uses. Not back to uses, actually. 1 second. You can tame them the exact same way. I forgot to mention that. My bad. Yep. Tame the exact same way. Get off me. Okay. If you have dino storage, that's how I'm doing this, by the way. Holding them in balls and stuff. Alright, back to the uses. Alright, well, the next use is going to be back at your base. I don't really want to do it in this base. This one's kind of loud. I have 2 bases on this single player world, so we're going to teleport over to here. Oh, that was loud. So, now that you're in your base, apparently very cold, I need to do something about that. Anyway, the next one is a bit odd. See, you're probably going to be taming them pretty early on. So, you can just kind of slaughter them. I don't have anything to slaughter them with. Give me a second. Yeah. Sword starts with A. My bad. How could I forget? Okay. You might need food, and you can just do that. Collect them with your hand, sword, whatever. Ignore the souls. That'll be for another video. Obviously, that may not be very... Okay, I don't have another male dodo. Alright, well, we'll do it with the tech dodos. That is probably not going to be very sustainable as a regular dodo. So, you can, however, go into behavior and then enable mating. Do it on a male and a female, and misclick apparently. There we go. And then they will start breeding. Yeah, you don't get a breed, buddy. I made a mistake. Oops. Killed my only male dodo. Good job, me. Oh, why do you blink like that? Do that again. No, blink again. It's weird. Do it again. Do it again. Man. There, he did it. Ew. What are my breeding settings on here? You seem like you're taking forever. Oof, I need to turn those up. Okay, well. You can breed them, and when you get an egg, I don't know why I'm walking around. You can breed them, and then you can get an egg. And then you can hatch that egg, and then you can kill one of them. And then you can get food. If you do have the More Tech Dinos mod, and you get Tech Dodos, like I'm about to get, getting metal will be easier, and I would love to show you that. I'll bring it back once the egg is out. Alright, almost there. 96. Come on. Honestly, not what I meant. Don't pull that out. Alright, it's going to be too cold here because it is way too cold at the bottom of the ocean. Honestly, you guys can keep breeding. Yep, teleport back to here. Give me a second. Cool. It's always the perfect temperature here for everything. I should have done that. That's a really cool dodo egg. So then you just drop that onto the floor. Yeah, it hatched instantly. That makes sense. So now you have yourself a new tech dodo. Perfect. And, like I was saying, you can then slaughter it, and because it's a tech dodo, it'll give you some electronics, metal, and oil. Um, One more thing before we get on to the last use. Okay. Well, that doesn't help me. I said there was a dodo over here with a baby. Since I don't have a male dodo. Okay, well, if you have the Dino Finder mod, instead of having to listen to where I found it, like, where it despawned. That's crazy. Alright, there's one over here. Supposedly. We'll see. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay. Okay. There we go. A baby dodo. You can quickly, or not so quickly. I need you out the way. So, even though this is such a low level creature, low tier creature, I don't know, you can use a pickaxe and get prime meat from it because it's a baby. And all babies give prime meat for some reason. It's kind of an exploit. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so you can farm metal, meat, hide. Well, metal if you have the tech dodos, but meat and hide from regular dodos, and prime meat as long as you kill the babies. It's not a lot at all because it's a dodo. They're very small creatures. You can use a pickaxe to get more meat. You can use an axe to get more hide. But otherwise, that's it for this section. So we'll move on to the last use back at my base. And so the next and final use for them is just companionship. It gets lonely sometimes on the arcs, and they face away from me for some reason. Okay, there we go. Throw them this way. Hey. Oh, it's empty. Okay, I see. Anyway, it gets lonely sometimes on the arcs, so you might just want some friends. Simple as that. So, lay out a trough or put some berries in the inventory. Just let them hang out with you. Or, I mean, worst case scenario, something breaks into your base and you just leave them all and just start running. Because distraction works the best. Dodos aren't really that useful creatures. Yeah, sorry, buddy. They're just not. They were made for fun. Just because they're goofy little guys. Not really any. They don't hurt much. They don't survive much. They're just here. Almost as a tutorial. Kind of like I'm using them. So. Is there not like a lay down in bed option? Yeah, I just wanted to do that. So. I will see you next time. Because I don't fit in this. What? Jesus. That's so bad. I really don't fit in that at all. Okay. We'll see you next time. So if you liked the video, like. If you didn't like the video, dislike. If you like me, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Like I keep saying, you get the point at this point, I hope.